name is and I am the director for the Early Childhood Network Ghana. Of course, this show is also brought to you by the Africa Early Childhood Network, which is based in Nairobi, Kenya. And so that is the mother of all early childhood issues on the African continent. And we have been joined by some of our colleagues across the African continent. So we have the Early Childhood Network in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Nigeria, in South Africa.
All over Africa.
Yes, they're all joined online. So it's really amazing to have them joining us today. So
yes, and I promise you a lot of excitement in today's show. Kwesi, just take us through what to expect in today's show. I know they can't wait to see what's happening today.
Absolutely. So it's just a very simple show. We just want to have fun as fathers.
Yes.
So we are looking at fathers' involvement in nurturing care of their children, which is very, very important. So how are fathers transforming in our current generation to make sure that at least they play a critical role in the caring or in the responsive caregiving of their children. So that is basically the theme for the show.
Great.
So when you go a step further, we have interesting segment. The first segment I can't wait is the segment for the young fathers. So we have young fathers who are going to share their experiences with nurturing care or their experiences with responsive caregiving in their homes.
Yes.
So we can't wait to listen to them.
Sure.
We also have a nurturing care challenge. So we know the mothers have been changing their diapers.
Yeah.
They have been carrying the babies at the back. They have been preparing the baby's food. So we want to test the young men today to see what role they have been played in that as well.
Sure.
Then I think we have other interesting discussions coming up as well. We have the Member of Parliament for Medina constituency. He is also going to give us a brief message on the positive fathering and its role in nation building. We believe that fathers have a role to play. So what exactly is expected of us as fathers in society? Then one I cannot wait is the biggest of all. We have ECNG M2M model father, and he is KSM Kweku Sintimisa. He is a prolific writer. He is an actor, and a great man, a great father.
Yeah.
So we would want to have some quality time with him.
Sure.
We want to learn more about what he's been able to do and what he has been doing with his kids. So we have one of our finest MCs in Ghana. He just won an award just recently.
An award-winning MC.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So he's just going to do that for us. And then perhaps we have some fun songs and some pick and add call-in segments and everything. So Charlie, relax. Wherever you join us across the African continent and the world, perhaps you just relax and then enjoy the best of our show.
And we're sharing the excitement with you. Join us on Facebook and YouTube via Association of African Universities. Send in your comments and we'll love to read them with your name and your father's name. So just package a wonderful Father's Day message to us on Facebook or YouTube and we'll read it on the show live for you to show your appreciation to your dad, all right?
Great. So we'll just move straight to have the first message coming right away from South Africa. And we are privileged to have Dylan Mann, and he is the Communications Director for Mothers to Mothers, M2M in South Africa, officially from their Cape Town head office. So he will give us a brief message, 5-minute message to all fathers in the world. So hello, if Dylan is ready, can you just give us your message?
Let's do this.
Good afternoon, everybody, to our esteemed hosts, our distinguished guests, and our viewers at home across the continent and around the world. I bring you greetings from Cape Town at the southern tip of our continent. So good afternoon, Molweni, as we would say in Cape Town, and Mema wo aha. As introduced, my name is Dylan Mann. I'm the Global Communications Director at Mothers to Mothers. And on today, Father's Day, I thought it was appropriate to share that I'm also a father to 2 young boys who are aged 3 and 8 months. As you heard a little bit from my colleague there, and I know you'll hear more later, Mothers to Mothers is an African not-for-profit organization, and we are dedicated to ensuring healthy, thriving families and ending pediatric AIDS. We were started right here, where I'm speaking to you from in Cape Town, 20 years ago, and since then we've grown to work across 10 African nations. And our model is very simple. We employ local women living with HIV as frontline health workers called mentor mothers. And these mentor mothers work both at health facilities and door-to-door in local communities. Since 2001, we've reached over 12 million people with our services and created more than 11,000 jobs for African women. And our model works for 2 simple reasons. 1, it is by the community, for the community. And 2, mentor mothers are treated like the health professionals they are. They're formally employed, They're paid a fair salary and given regular training and support. Ghana is the newest member of the M2M family. We started our operations in Ghana in late 2019, and in 2020, I was honored to join our official launch celebrations in Accra. As of the 31st of March 2021, we had 19 mentor mothers working both at a Shaiman Polyclinic and the Atwa Government Hospital, and the team is led by the dynamic Yvonne Prempe Ferguson, who you heard from a little bit earlier on, and you will hear again from later, I'm sure. And we're proud to partner with the Government of Ghana, the Early Childhood Network of Ghana, and many others who will participate today. So on Father's Day, with Mothers to Mothers in mind, our aim is to ensure that all children have the best possible chance to thrive. And my message to all fathers in Ghana, across the continent and around the world is this: your involvement in your child's life can and will make all of the difference. The science shows us that, and so does our experience. So I really encourage you to take time, think about your child's needs and how you can. This might mean making sure they get the food they need, making provision for their education, or simply spending as much time as you can with them. Playing with your child is one of the most important things you can do. When your child is little, even a few minutes of your undivided attention, singing, reading, making funny faces, worth thousands of new brain cells. It doesn't have to be long. And of course, we need to pay attention to our own health. Staying healthy is a great gift you can give to your child. So I encourage you to seek the health services and support that you need as a man and a father too, as well as supporting your children and of course their mothers. I thank our colleagues for putting together this great event, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the day.
head office based in South Africa. We appreciate that message. One key thing he shared is that fathers need to play with their kids. And I just want to ask you, what fun moment did you have with your father as a child growing up?
Oh yeah, you know, I always say I can play football. My dad said I can't play football. Well, Dad, you know I can play football, right? You taught me. So he bought me a football, and then he showed me that if I pass you the ball, you must step on the ball first, then watch, see who's ready, then pass the ball to the person. So today, if I can play football, it's my dad.
Interesting. My dad was a quiet person.
Okay.
Absolutely. So yes, there are times he would just sit with us, have fun, conversations, we chat and do all other things. But I can't remember fun moments. Maybe running around, maybe hitting him. And you know, he named me after his father.
Okay.
So you know,
that's a good feeling.
That's my son, exactly.
Yeah, protocol.
Yeah. So we had that kind of rapport growing up. But mostly he's a quiet person. So. Yes, we did play. Did we even play football together? I'm not too sure about that. But he gave you all the chance to play. He gave you the football and all others. So I think it was pretty a good moment.
Great.
Growing up as a child.
Great.
Right.
I was just thinking, Chu, what do you think was the greatest advice your dad ever gave you that perhaps you can't forget?
that is interesting. I think I remember two. One has to do with when I was, I think, after my junior high school, going into senior high, and I think it was after senior high school. We have 1 year break at home.
Okay.
So I had some friends, some female friends.
Yeah.
And I think it was a time I bought my UCC forms. I was about entering university. So the first advice he gave me was that if you're entering into the land of birth, you don't throw your stones anyhow.
Oh, really?
That was very deep. If you are entering into the land,
you have to decipher it. Decipher
exactly. So then you are going into the world where we have all the options to choose from.
Yeah.
So stop all the little things and focus on the bigger one.
Okay.
So that is something that kept me moving. And I think there were three things he mentioned that as a man, you must be careful of three things.
Okay.
Number one is food. Number two is sex, and number three is money.
Wow, that's
because
powerful.
these three things have the power to make or make you. I think these are the three things that I can recall my father shared with me, and it's been amazing. Yeah.
You know, with mine, he always said I was the first amongst the four boys, and whatever step I took had a ripple effect on my brothers. So whatever decision I want to make, I should just look back.
Absolutely.
So every moment I just look back. What I'm doing, is it really going to give my brothers a good head start, or perhaps bring them down? That really guided me. So I'm here today because of that.
Right. So we'll just also zoom in, find out what are some of the little things he shared with you that you think, Daddy, this one I disagree with you. I don't think I'm going to live my life according to your standards. I have one, but I think I'll share that some maybe later in the show. Sure. We'll move on, and we would want to take our first message from our partner M2M, and right after we'll take a second message from Early Childhood Network Ghana, and then the next interesting session comes on, the time with our young fathers.
Exactly.
Stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere.
Hi, my name is Yvonne Prempe Ferguson. I'm the technical specialist and country lead for M2M in Ghana. Mothers to Mothers is an African NGO based out of South Africa that works in 10 countries, and in the last year and a half have prioritized Ghana as a country for expansion of our integrated RMNCH and ECD model. Working out of two sites in Ghana, in Atwa Government Hospital and Ashiaman Polyclinic, we provide much needed life-saving services for HIV positive and HIV negative pregnant and breastfeeding mothers, their children and their families. In Ghana, we are also mitigating the devastating effects of COVID-19 by implementing a client-centered interactive e-service delivery and a virtual mentor mother platform. Use of the e-services and the VMM platform eliminates the risk of COVID-19 infection for staff and clients and rapidly expands our reach in the context of COVID-19 by fully integrating our digital services through command center hubs and live client support and virtual drop-in centers through contactless interactions. Implementing a hybrid model in COVID era that combines safe, protected face-to-face interactions with e-services, including the VMMP, has enabled us to reach high-risk clients and other hard-to-reach clients with routine vital services. The VMMP is an interactive tool that runs on WhatsApp. It enables users in our 10 countries where we operate to access vital health information and service referrals on COVID-19 and other health topics from a trusted source at their convenience and in their preferred language, and which they can easily share with family and friends. In Ghana, the VMMP is available in 2 local languages. It is available in Twi and also in Dangme. The VMMP makes it possible for anyone with access to a smartphone and the internet to access health education and vital risk reduction information. Let me walk you through how you can enroll in the VMMP. It's very, very simple through some few steps. First of all, you save this number, 0242 426504 in your contacts as M2N Ghana. Secondly, you look for this contact in your WhatsApp and send a quick hello once you are on WhatsApp and press send. And you're ready to interact with the platform because a list of options will be available to you and you'll be able to browse depending on the information that you're looking for. The VMMP targets our mothers to mothers clients, women of reproductive age 15 to 49, adolescent girls and young women 10 to 24, as well as their male partners, regardless of age and HIV status, people living with HIV irrespective of age and gender, those living with other chronic illnesses like hypertension and diabetes, and everyone in our landscape, including you and I. The VMMP marketing plan serves to improve the platform's reach and ensure that processes are put in place to encourage sign-up to the service, maintain traction, and share the VMMP service with others. I welcome you to enroll on the VMMP. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kwesi Sam. I am the coordinating director for the Early Childhood Network Ghana. The Early Childhood Network Ghana is a registered non-profit organization based in Accra, Ghana, established as the national network for all early childhood care and development practitioners, stakeholders, and organizations with a mandate of providing ECCD-related services, interventions, and programs in Ghana. ECNG serves as a common platform to champion excellence and collaboration in protecting children's rights, influencing policy and practice, strengthen partnership, and share experiences and ECCD knowledge in Ghana and beyond. The network comprises local and international government organizations, civil society organizations, academia, researchers, government agencies, and ECCD private practitioners in Ghana. ECNG is affiliated to the Africa Early Childhood Network AFCEN, based in Nairobi, Kenya. The network also is affiliated to the Early Childhood Cluster of the African Union's Continental Education Strategy for Africa, CESA 1625, and the Association of African Universities. ECNG works through 5 core programs to guide collaborative partnership effort towards the achievement of improved child outcomes, that is quality education, healthcare, nutrition, and social protection for all children in Ghana. Our core programs include research and knowledge management, strategic advocacy, strategic networking and capacity development, webinars and conferences, and resource mobilization. Most importantly, ECNG serves as the ECCD policy and programs implementing arm of the African Union's CESA Early Childhood Cluster and AFCEN in Ghana. Follow us on all our social media platforms, Early Childhood Network Ghana on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also visit our website, www.ecnghana.org. Thank you. Welcome back. We would want to take a short message from the research director of the Early Childhood Network Ghana. He has a brief message to fathers on Father's Day as well. And I would like to introduce Mr. Ebenezer Lati. Mr. Ebenezer Lati, if you can hear me, kindly unmute and share your message with everyone. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ebenezer Lati, and I'm the Research and Programs Director for Early Childhood Network Ghana. At the Early Childhood Network Ghana, we have the Early Network Care Framework as our Bible, as our guide to direct our programs. And using the Early Childhood Network or the Network Care Framework as our guide, we know why early childhood programs are important, because that's the period that from pregnancy to age 3, that's when children are most susceptible to environmental influences. The period lays the foundation for health, well-being, learning, and productivity throughout a person's whole life. We know what also threatens early childhood development, as the biggest threats are extreme poverty, insecurity, gender inequalities, violence, environmental toxins, and poor mental health. All of these affect caregivers, by which we mean parents, families, and other people who look after children. And today being Father's Day, the major focus is on fathers. We also know that children need to develop their full potential. They need the nurturing care. They need the conditions that promote health, nutrition, security, safety, responsive caring, and opportunities for early learning. We know what also strengthens families and caregivers' capacities to support young children's development. That's an enabling environment is needed. We say kudos to all fathers around the world. It's a great opportunity for us at Early Childhood Network to share this way, or to celebrate all fathers. And to also, as a piece of encouragement, I want to share a word from that Psalm 127. And from the Holy Scriptures, the Holy Bible. Psalm 127 says, "Unless the Lord builds a house, the work of the builders is wasted. Unless the Lord protects a city, guarding it with sentries will do no good. It is useless for you to work so hard from early morning until late at night, anxiously working for food to eat, for God gives rest to his loved ones." And this is what I like so much. Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from him. Children are born to a young man. Children are born to a young man are like arrows in a warrior's hands. How joyful is the man whose quiver is full of them. He will not be put to shame when he confronts his accusers at the city gates. So, fathers, you will not be put to shame when you are confronted with accusers at the city gates. Thank you so much. We wish you all fathers a lovely day, and we wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Welcome back from that brief message, and thank you very much, Mr. Ebenezer for that powerful word. It's really encouraging and refreshing to hear from you to all fathers across the globe. And so we are moving straight to our first panel, and as I indicated from the beginning of the show, I told you that we have young fathers. I think the oldest will be around 35, 36, and so they are pretty young. They're going to share with us their experience with at home.
To interact with people with regards to their fathers. We want to find out from them the role of fathers in child upbringing, and also what special thing their father did for them when they were infants. And finally, a special moment they could share with us about with their fathers while they were children. So don't go anywhere. We'll talk to some people and they will tell us what their view is about their father on this Father's Day program. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Sarah Otu. I believe that if a father after procreation must take the necessary responsibility so that the children will do same at his own age. However, many fathers of today are fond of denying the responsibility of taking care of their children, leaving the whole responsibility to the mother. I personally do not have any good experience of a loving father, so I can't share any good memory.
My name is Fred Nizigli. Their role is to help their children become good, and they'll treat them well and let them become rich in future too. The one thing I can use to remember my dad is he pays my school fees a lot. Even I don't get bothered in something like in school. Yeah, he always helps me in school when something is so yeah. You know, once I was a stubborn child, and he always lashes me. Like I don't really listen, so yeah, he always canes me. Yeah, I'm a good boy. He still loves me. Yeah, I'm a good boy. Dad, I love you out there. You know, shout out to Fred, John Zigley. I know you love me so much, and I love you so much. God bless you.
Well, actually, for my part, I think that every father needs to love his child accordingly. There should not be a separation among them. Because most fathers out there, they really love others, that's their kids. They bring separation between them and those stuff. So I think that, from my point of view, I think that every father should bring his child closer to him and love him the way that the child deserves. That's what I can say. Let me say that for my dad, he has been a very great father to me, and I always pray for him though. And I think when I was a kid, the most memorable thing I can recall about my father was that I think it got to a time that money was not at home, and he made sure that he always go out there to get money for us. And although his work was not that good, but he always makes sure that he can cater for us and give us what we want, for us not going out there to be begging for money. Well, I would like to say thank you to my dad, and God bless him, and God should grant him the agents that he needs so that we'll be able to take care of him the way he wants us to do.
My name is Goswe Vanderpoy. Oh, as we all know, one role a father plays in our lives is to cater for our upbringings and to see us in a higher height. That is one role that I think fathers always played in our upbringings. One of the special moments that I shared with my dad when he was alive was one very Sunday. That was a Father's Day actually, that we all went to church. After church service, we came home, had fun together, and we went out to one of the hotels near us, that is Anita's Hotel, and we shared a very nice moment together with my siblings. Oh, my father used to play very, very important roles, like pay my fees, and to our well-being, he was a very responsible, if I should say, very responsible father. I wish he was alive to at least appreciate all that he has done for me.
For me, I think fathers should be there all the time for their wars. And then, anyway, it's not biblical, and I haven't read it, I haven't seen it anywhere. But what we African women do is, so far what I know is, we train our male child to go to school and then to learn and have a better future. But we leave the girls at home whilst they go to the kitchen to cook. So at the end of the day, you realize that women end up doing everything in the house, and then we leave the male boys behind. In the same way, when they grow up, they don't know how to take care of their kids. They don't know how to do anything because all depends on the way we brought them up. But I think this is a challenge, and it's about time for we women to train our male child how to do house chores and then a lot of things at home, so that when they grow up, they will become good fathers to help at home. I happen to stay with my dad, with my other siblings, 2 kids. And in fact, we didn't grow up with our mother. It was our father who did everything for us. In fact, the only thing he couldn't do for us was, he doesn't know how to prepare food. He couldn't prepare food. But he made sure he buys food from outside for us, which is the best. He buys nice food for us. Every morning, if we have to buy porridge, he goes with that. We look for a place where the son needs food, and then he buys it for us. That was how we grew up. So for my father, he did his best for us. Oh, I've missed him. My father is late. I wish he were alive, so that even sometimes when I go to visit him with my kids, he used to carry them, go around to buy things for them. And in fact, I've missed that moment. How I wish he could be alive.